Good day, everyone. Today I want to record the 15 rhythmic possibilities. Okay, so we'll take 4 notes, which they are based on, and we're going to assign a default sound to the 4 notes. In this case, let's say tone, right? Tone, 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 tone. Okay, and for our first possibility, we're going to take the first note and assign a different sound to it. Let's say a bass. It's easy to see, it's easy to hear. Okay, so it'll be bass, tone, tone, tone. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to move that bass note around to the different positions in sequence. Okay, so I'll take the first one and I'll use a tambourine here to mark the pulse. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the first one. Then we move the bass to the second note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move it over to the third one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We just play 3. Let's move it over to 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you take each one of those and practice them for a duration of time or till you're satisfied with the sound and the quality of the exercise, okay? You're listening for evenness of rhythm, the quality of your tones, the geometry of your hands and how high they're coming and so on. So you just want everything to be uniform and you want to be relaxed, okay? So then we take those 4 notes now, and now we're going to play 2 variants. The first 2 notes, bass, bass, tone, tone. Take those 2 basses, move them over 1 position. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We just played there. We'll shift them over 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next one, a little tricky. Shift them over 1. What happens? Oh, where does this one go? And it goes back over to the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've taken 1 note and moved it around. We've taken 2 notes and moved it around. Okay, now we're going to take 3 notes and move them around. Bass, 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 tone. Now, a quick note, we can move around the bass notes, which we're going to do, all right? But if you think of it that way, sometimes it can be a little confusing, okay? So rather than think of it as moving the basses around, let's switch those to the default and have the tone as the exception. Follow me? Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take that tone, move it back over to the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. I find it a little easier to keep track of in my mind. Okay. Now we played the tone there, and these are the 3 basses. Let's move that tone over, and the rest are basses. Bass, tone, bass, bass. So there was the tone. Let's move it over 1 more for this last sequence of the 3 note variations. Bass, bass, tone, bass. Okay, so that's 12 possibilities right there. 3 times 4. Okay, and now what do? Well, we still have 3 left, and those 3 consist of the every other note. Bass, tone, bass, tone. 1, and then you switch around. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the bass is on the 2 and the 4. Okay? And that's up to number 14. Number 15 is all of them are basses. So in summary, we've taken one note, shifted it around, 2 notes, shifted it around, 3 notes, shifted them around, every other, and then all of them. That's the 15 rhythmic possibilities. Any one or more of those combined basically consists of every single rhythm you've ever heard in a 4-note group. So whenever you've got this feel, okay, you've got all kinds of rhythmic possibilities, but it's just those 15, you know, or number 02, which is just the default note on its own. So, for example, I'll take them through the sequence, and then I'll combine a couple. Okay. So in this case, let's take slaps and tones. Okay. So number 0 would be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's them in sequence, okay? So you can take number 1 with number 2. Number 1 with 3. Number 1 with, let's say, 4. And so on and so forth. I'm just playing them, assigning those sequences in the number that they appear in the 15 possibilities. Anyway, if you can, write them down, right? Take what I've played and make a notation of it. There are some resources like that online, and then mix them up, have some fun, practice them individually. At a nice, comfortable, steady tempo, as slow as you need to start with. Take it up in steps in tempo. Don't practice up in a slope. Don't increase your tempo in a slope. And most importantly, have fun, okay? The thing about these is they are the building blocks of all of our rhythms. And any 2 sounds or sound and silence will work. So let's take, for instance, ghost notes. Right? Start combining 3 different sounds, and so the possibilities are endless. Okay, have fun, enjoy. Thank you.